Okay. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. You're welcome to another live session with Nexi. And I believe we are all ready for this session. If you're just joining, I can see some persons are joining already. You're welcome. Pinky Baby, you're welcome. Sophie, you're welcome. Kes Kings, Famtex, I can see you. Please join. You're welcome. And you can also tell others, tag a friend who needs this information, because today we are going to be having a very wonderful session. Thank you, Sophie. Ebon, I can see you joining. So let's give some time for some persons to join, and we'll be starting shortly. If you have friends that you think this session will be important to, please reach out to them or tag them so they can join this live session, because today we are going to be dishing out information as usual, how we do it on Wednesdays. So please tag your friends, invite others. You're welcome. I am Adelani. You're welcome. Okay, let's just give some time for people to join, and we are going to kick off. While you're waiting, you can also tell us where you're joining from. You can tell us your name and your location on the comment section. You can type where you're joining from, so we can know you and you can also know us. So while we are waiting, you can tell us, okay, hi, I'm so and I'm joining from Lagos, I'm joining from Abuja, I'm joining from Port Harcourt. So you're welcome. This is Nexi's live session, and you know how we do it. Okay. Welcome, Ada Juliet. Welcome, Gabi Ayawu. I see you, and I'm waving back at you. You're welcome. Okay, today we are going to be considering a very important topic. We'll be looking at studying in the UK without breaking the bank. Studying in the UK without breaking the bank. That will be the topic of our live session today. That's why I said you should reach out to those persons that are not here, because it's a very important session. Thank you, Taiwo. Taiwo is joining us from Osun State. You're welcome. So studying in the UK without breaking the bank. That will be our topic for today's live session. And I want to ask, when you think about studying in the UK, what is your concern, or what are your concerns? What are your concerns when you think about UK studies? I know many of us, when we consider studying abroad, we have so many things we consider. But when you think about studying in the UK, what are the concerns? So we are going to be looking at important things we need to consider before studying in the UK, especially studying in the UK without breaking the bank. And we all know one of our major concerns for studying in the UK is finances. So for those of us that are deliberate about our finances, or want to plan our finances properly before embarking on studies, please, this live is for you. And if you have others that have this, that want to know too, please encourage them to join. So we'll be looking at studying in the UK without breaking the bank. And we know the major concern we have when we want to study in the UK, majorly it's finance. As much as we consider the courses, we consider the schools that will be picking, everything we consider, one of the major concerns is finances. So I want you to sit back as we go on this ride, and if you have questions, you can always drop it in the comment section. After that, after my presentation, I'm going to have time for question and answer, and we are going to attend to your question. My name is Chinedu Ede, and I'm a student recruitment advisor with Nexi Concept Limited. So let's go. So like I said, when planning to study in the UK, the major concern is finance, and every student wants something that will be flexible for them, and they wouldn't want to break the bank because they want to study. So the information to be given to you will be centered on the April intake. The April intake is the current intake we are in, and that's the information will be given to you will be streamlined to the April intake. So studying in the UK without breaking the bank, April-May intake. I'm going to be telling you the importance of planning your finances. I'll be telling you different schools that you can study in that are affordable in the UK. I'm going to be telling you why you should study the April intake as against other intakes, and I'm going to be giving you tips on how to save costs. So these are the things you should expect. So don't leave this live session early because we have more information to pass to you. So why are we looking at the April intake specifically? One of the reasons is because we are currently in the April intake. We are currently enrolling students for April-May intake. So what are the advantages of applying for the April-May intake? The April-May intake is a very small window, and one of the advantages of applying for the April-May intake is that it gives you the opportunity to learn in a streamlined setting. What I mean is that students are not so much in the April and May intake, so you get more focus from your lecturers. So if you're that kind of person that is bent on studying and you want attention from your lecturer, the best intake for you to apply for is the April-May intake, because one, they have small class size, they have less students, and it means that your lecturer will be focused on just a little people group, and you get to interact with them personally. That's one advantage. And another advantage of studying in the April-May intake is you having to get your offer come faster and your CAS come faster. The school is already aware that it's a small window and we have less students applying, so why delay, why waste time? So they issue out offers faster and your CAS is issued faster, and that will save you time and save you cost too, because currently we know that the bounce rate is low, and anyone who is going for April-May intake, you're lucky, as you will be spending lesser as against the September intake. When we start approaching the September intake, you discover that the bounce rate might start going high because there will be a lot of demand from students for pounds. So now that the bounce rate is low, that is one tip I've given to you. Take advantage of the April-May intake and put in your application, send in those applications, and we are going to start. So I've given you the advantages of studying in the April-May intake, and we are still talking about studying in the UK without breaking the bank, April-May. So now we are going to be looking at schools that are open for April-May intake, and we'll also dive into their financial plan, how we can plan our finances considering the tuition fees of the school, the deposit, and their installment plan. The tuition fee, the deposit, and their installment plan. So we'll be looking at these three things as we list out the schools. So there are so many schools open for April-May intake, but not all schools are affordable. There are so many schools open for April-May intake, but not all of them are affordable. Most of them you have to break the bank to study. But we've taken our time to go through all the available schools, and we've picked some selected schools that you can study in this intake, April-May intake, and you won't have to break the bank, you won't have to sweat to pay. So the payment plan is a bit flexible, the tuition deposit is affordable, and you'll be relaxed after all said and done. So let's go. I'll list out the schools that are open for April-May intake, then I'll start picking out some specific schools one after the other to tell you the deposit, installment plan, and all that. So we have schools open for April-May intake. One on my list is BPP University. Most of us have not heard of it. Most of us have not heard of BPP University, but it's a school in the UK. BPP University is open for April-May intake. University of Roehampton is open for April-May intake. University of Sunderland is open from April-May intake. Regent College London is an affiliate to University of Greater Manchester, formerly University of Bolton. It's also open for April-May intake, and University of East London is open for April-May intake. So there are so many schools open, but these schools I've listed out, most of them are affordable, they are flexible. I'm seeing some persons asking question, Igbalode, will the replay be dropped, please, so I can watch later? Yeah, you can come back to our Instagram and you will see the replay and you can watch it later. You can also tag someone too who needs this information, so they'll also get the information. So don't worry, if you're not very free, you can come back later and watch. So I've listed out these schools that are open for April-May intake. Now let's go into their tuition fee, their deposits, and their installment plan. Yeah, thank you. So let me start with BPP University. For BPP University, they offer different courses, management courses, MSc Business Management. They offer digital marketing. They offer a range of some courses that I might not be able to call out all of them, but for their tuition fee ranges from £15,000 to £17,000, £15,000 to £17,000. And the good thing is that they offer a discount, or scholarship as some persons would call it. It's a discount, and they offer a discount of £3,400. £3,400. So for those persons that have a tuition of £15,000 and a discount of £3,400, it will further reduce that tuition fee to £13,000, to reduce it to £13,500, and you will be able to pay it. So that is one affordable school. The deposit for BPP University is £4,000. So they also offer flexible payment plan after the £4,000. One thing you must always look out for when you're looking for schools is the payment plan. So for BPP, the tuition fee ranges from £15,000 to £17,000, and they offer a discount of up to £3,400. It's sure. The discount is sure, and it will further reduce your tuition fee. And the deposit is £4,000. After you pay your deposit of £4,000, you're not paying any money on enrollment. You're given the opportunity to spread your payment into 4 different installments. And for BPP University, one thing I like about them is that they make it very flexible, whereby you pay after 2 months of your enrollment, then you're going to wait for another 2 months before paying another deposit. So the 4 installment plan is bi-monthly. So it's not something where you pay every month. They give you time to spread it into 2 months installment. After 2 months you pay. So it's bi-monthly, and you pay your other installments. So BPP University is top on my list because of the flexibility of their payment plan. Tuition deposit is £4,000, no payment on enrollment, and you have the opportunity to pay in 4 different installments bi-monthly. So that is one. Another school that is open for April-May intake that is very affordable, and it's one of the lowest tuition fee you can get in the UK right now. In fact, it's about the lowest. There's another school that is almost same with it, but it's not open for April-May intake. So as I call this school and you want to, okay, someone is already asking which school is that. Okay, I'm going to call the name of the school. Reach out to us and we'll put in the application. So that school is Regent College London. Regent College London has one of the lowest tuition fee for UK. You know, UK tuition fee normally ranges from £13,000 and above. You hardly see a school with £12,000 tuition fee, except after discount. So, but Regent College, the actual tuition fee is £15,950, but they are giving a scholarship for an early bird scholarship, they call it, but the scholarship is there, £4,450. I don't know which school can beat that. So they are taking off £4,450 from £15,950, and after that you're left with just £11,500, your total tuition, like it comes with your offer letter. So we can just say Regent College has a tuition fee of £11,500. That is their tuition fee. And guess what? Their deposit is not so high. It's not high as other schools, maybe 4,000, 5,000. No, their deposit is just £3,500. Is that not amazing? £3,500. So Regent College has a tuition fee of £11,500, deposit £3,500, and you are allowed to pay the remaining part in 3 different installments. 1 on enrollment, then 2 other installments. So if you like what you're hearing, or if you like this information, if you like the school, you can hit us in our DM and we can submit this application. Remember, I told you the April-May intake is very short. The window is very short, so you might not have all the time to wait. So whatever thing you want to do now, just do it now. Put in those applications now. So I've told you about BPP University, I've told you about Regent College. Another school that is affordable and you wouldn't have to break the bank is University of Roehampton. University of Roehampton is in London, one of the major cities in the UK, and their tuition fee ranges from £16,000 to £18,000. Yes, I know it's a bit high, but they offer a discount also. They have a statutory country scholarship that is given to Nigerian students and some other African nations. So they give a scholarship or a discount of 2,500. That further reduces your tuition fee to around 15 to 16,000 pounds, depending on which course you go for. There are some tuition fees that are quite low based on the course. So if you have a statutory discount of 2,500, you can also get other scholarships. There are other scholarships too that the school give based on students' grade and all that. So you can have an extra scholarship, and that will further reduce your tuition fee. Now let's come to the deposit. The deposit is also one of the cheapest you can see in the UK. I talked about those other two schools. One is 400 deposit, the other is 35 deposit. But for Roehampton, their deposit is just £3,000. £3,000 deposit. So that's very good. It's £3,000 deposit, 500 before your CAS interview and 2,500 after your CAS interview. So another thing about Roehampton College is that they offer a very flexible installment plan for students. First off, you don't have to pay on enrollment. I think the payment plan is 1 month after your start, after you enroll, then you split the remaining balance into 7 different installments, as much as 7 installments. So that will save you some pressure you would have had when you go to the UK. So you have the time to spread that tuition fee into 7 different installments. So that's amazing. So if you're considering Roehampton, it's a good place. They offer courses like digital marketing, business, and all that. So I can see your comments. Ray to the world, hi. So Roehampton is in the market currently, and if you want to apply, you can hit us in our DM and you will know more, and we can apply to that school for you. So another school I will be talking about is the University of Sunderland. University of Sunderland is located in Sunderland. They also have a campus in London. So you can either choose to study in Sunderland and you choose to study in London. I'm seeing some questions. Don't worry, after now I'm going to attend to all the questions that you're dropping. Just keep putting your questions and I'm going to attend to it. So I'm seeing someone asking of MRES courses. I'm going to come to that. Some are still open for May intake. So University of Sunderland has a tuition fee of around 15,000 to 17,000 pounds. They also offer a discount. Their discount is 2,000 to 3,000 pounds discount in most cases, and that will further reduce your tuition fee to around 13,000 or 15,000 pounds depending on the course you choose. So it further reduces your tuition fee. I had a student that got an offer and he got some kind of discount that reduced his tuition fee to 12,000 pounds, 11,000 to 12,000 pounds, because he got a MENA scholarship. He had a country scholarship too, and you might be lucky to get more discounts from the school. So it's a discount of 2,000 to 3,000 pounds, and their deposit is quite low. It's 3,000 pounds, 3,500 pounds, sorry, for University of Sunderland. And they offer also flexible installment plan. You pay the remaining part in 5 separate installments. So considering University of Sunderland, it's open for April-May intake, and we can help you apply. So someone is asking what are the names. I'm going to go through the names of this school again so you can check them out, or if you want more information you can hit our DM and we are going to tell you more about it. So I've talked about BPP University, I've talked about Regent College, I've talked about University of Roehampton, and I've talked about University of Sunderland. Now let's go to, I know currently the Masters by Research courses is everywhere. People now have an opportunity to move to the UK with their dependents. So for the April-May intake, there are courses that are affordable and have flexible plan for Masters by Research. So I'm going to be listing out one or two of these schools that offer Masters by Research and their payment plan. So you also take note of it. University of Bolton, which is now University of Greater Manchester, is open for April-May intake. It offers Masters by Research, and the tuition fee for that school is 15,950. They also give a scholarship of 1,000 to 1,500 pounds. Yes. 1,000 to 1,500 pounds, and that can bring down your tuition fee to around 13,000 or 13,500, as the case may be. Then, aside from your discount, the deposit for that school is also affordable. It's 5,000 pounds. 5,000 pounds. But one good thing about the school is the installment plan. The installment plan is 5 separate installments. You are not expected to pay on enrollment. When we talk about paying on enrollment, many persons understand, or you might not understand what it means. But paying on enrollment is paying when you want to start the course over there. But for University of Bolton, you're not expected to pay on enrollment. They give you some time to hold on, then you can plan yourself and start making your payments in 5 installments. So that is one MRES school, one school that is open for MRES. And yeah, someone is asking, do they all offer MRES courses? Not all schools offer MRES courses. The school I just mentioned, the University of Bolton, offers MRES course, and I've spoken about it. Then another school that is open, that is quite affordable for MRES, April May intake, is University of Wolverhampton, and that school also has a deposit of 5,000 pounds, tuition fee of 15,000 pounds too, and they give discount of 2,000 pounds. So that can further reduce your tuition fee, and you're not expected to pay on enrollment, a flexible payment plan. So I've listed out these schools, and if you feel anyone appeals to you, if you feel the payment plan or the deposit appeals to you, then kindly reach out to us, and we are going to help you with the application and get you an offer. Like I said initially, the April-May intake is a very small window, and you might not have all the opportunity like the September intake. It's a very small window, and we will help you with the application. So someone is asking, what's my name? My name is Chinedu. Thank you. So I'm going to be talking to you about how to save costs, or tips to save costs in the UK. Having listed out all these schools, if you have questions about this school, you can drop the question. For those that are just joining, we are talking about studying in the UK without breaking the bank for April-May intake. That's what we are talking about, studying in the UK without breaking the bank for April-May intake. If you have questions, you can drop it in the comment section, and I'm going to attend to it when I'm done. Okay. For those that are just coming, yes, I know you're coming. I'm seeing someone. You can always watch this live after now. It will be posted on our Instagram platform, and you can watch it after now. Now we are going to be looking at tips to save costs. Tips to save costs. Having listed out all the schools that are affordable with good payment plan, with a flexible installment plan and good deposit, we are going to be looking at tips to save costs. So one of the first thing I'll tell you now is, the first tip I'll give to you is apply now. Apply now. Looking at the FX market and everything, the pound rate is low. So take advantage of it. For those persons that have offers, ensure you go and pay your deposit now. You know how it can be when the pound start going high. I know the September intake, the last intake that just passed, both January and September, the last intake, pounds was as high as 2,250, 2,300. So one of the tips I'll give you to save cost is apply now. If you have all your documents ready and you have your finances ready, the best intake you can go for based on the Forex rate is the April-May intake, because the pound is low, and if you pay your deposit, you will be saving yourself cost and you'll be saving yourself time. I told you that the April-May intake, you have the opportunity to learn with few people, and the lecturer will concentrate on you more, because you guys are very small, and you learn more. You ask questions. It's like a one-on-one session. So take advantage of it. So secondly, I'm going to tell you one of the tips to save costs is looking for places that are not too expensive. Looking for places that are not too expensive. You know, in the UK, we have schools in London and schools outside London. So for those that don't know, there are schools in London, schools outside London, and the living expense there varies. The schools in London have a higher living expense. Schools outside London have lesser living expense. Reason being that London is a major city, is a hub for business, and is a business hub. So it's likely that things there will be higher. Cost of living is higher there. But schools outside London, you you have a lesser cost of living, and every other thing follows suit. Like accommodation is lesser in schools in cities outside London than the London city itself. So another way you can save costs is looking at schools that are not in London, schools outside London. Example, Sunderland is outside London. BPP University, which I spoke to you about, is in three campuses. Yes, it's in Birmingham City, is in London, and is in Manchester. So they have 3 campuses. So if you're going for BPP University, you have the opportunity to choose between those 3 campuses. Then Regent College is in London. But if you have schools outside London, it will save you costs because of the living expense. And another thing is the accommodation there is quite low. Also look at schools too outside in South Wales, Scotland. They are all part of the UK. So that's one tip I'm going to give to you. So if you want to get more information, you can reach out to us, and we are going to give you more information about it. So like I said, first of all, apply now. The forex market is very low. Then also apply for schools that are not in highbrow area where you have to spend more. So that is it. I'm waiting for you to send your questions. If you have questions, you can start sending it, because I will be attending to questions. But just a recap on what I said initially, we started talking about studying in the UK without breaking the bank, and I listed out few schools that you should consider that are budget friendly, that you can consider if you want to study in the UK. And I talked about the BPP University, I talked about Regent College London, I talked about University of Sunderland, I talked about University of Roehampton, and I talked about 2 other universities that offer masters by research course, as it's in high demand now, especially here in Nigeria, for those persons that want to move with their dependents. So if you have questions regarding all these schools I've spoken about, please drop your questions in the comment section, and I'm going to attend to it. Okay, now I'll be taking questions, and I'll be taking questions now. And okay, Afro Sushi said, what's the discount for the University of Bolton, please? So University of Bolton offers £1,000 to £1,500 discount. Their tuition fee is £15,950. So with the discount, it can come down to £13,000 or £13,500. So that is for University of Bolton, and they have very good installment plan. 5 installment plans. So do they allow MRes courses? Yes, I've listed out the schools that allow MRes courses: Bolton, University of Bolton, and University of Wolverhampton. Okay, hello, I'm a fresh graduate. My certificate is not ready. Can I use the attestation letter in place of certificate? Okay, this is a very important question. Thank you, eFrank023, for asking. So your certificate is not ready. Most schools can allow you to apply with the attestation letter or statement of results, but you have to take note that some of them will issue a conditional offer. They won't give you an unconditional offer. They'll give you a conditional offer with the condition to get your certificate when it's ready. So I want to believe that you're processing it already, because some schools won't give you an offer at all without your certificate. But those that will give an offer, they might give you a conditional offer that you should get your certificate. Once you get it, you send it to them, and they will give you an unconditional offer. So what it means is that you can apply with your statement of result or attestation letter, and the school will now give you a conditional offer. So it's possible, but not all schools accept it. Okay, let's see if we have other questions. Okay, what about University of Lincoln and University of Chester? Yeah, for University of Lincoln and University of Chester is open for May intake. I'm aware of that. And University of Lincoln, but we are talking about schools that you can study in without breaking the bank. So, but if you want more information about University of Lincoln and University of Chester, they are part of the schools we work with. You can send us a DM, and we are going to provide full information about it. do you have any update to share with us on University of Central Lancashire MRes courses? Yeah, University of Central Lancashire, they have MRes courses that you can apply for. You can send us a DM and we are going to put in application for you. So you can send us a DM and we'll put in application for you. So we have UCLAN, it's called UCLAN, and they have MRes courses, although they might not be open for May intake, sorry, but they will definitely open for September intake. Okay. So you can send in your questions. So I'll just let you know the documents you should prepare if you want to apply, just for you to know, for those persons that are looking at the May intake, April-May intake. Okay, someone is still asking, will this live be on your page? Yes, Aris Glam, it will be on our page. It will be on our page after now. Do they offer all courses? No, they don't offer all courses. They have specific courses. So if you want to know, if you have a course in mind, send us a DM. We have counselors that will review your documents and counsel you on the right course to apply for. Or if you already have a course in mind, then we are going to check through the school course list and know if they have the course you want. If they don't, then we can suggest other schools to you. Okay, can you list the schools again that don't need, okay, to break the bank? Okay, for the sake of this question, I'll just Charlie Champion. I'm going to list these schools again. So I talked about BPP University, I talked about Regent College London, I talked about the University of Roehampton, I talked about University of Sunderland. So these are the schools I talked about. There are more, but because of time is a constraint, we can't talk about all these schools now. So it's more reason why you have to hit us up and we'll give you more information. Are all on MRes courses 2 years, and how much is the fee per year? Okay, not all MRes courses are 2 years. I talked about 2 schools that are open for MRes, University of Bolton and University of Wolverhampton. For April-May intake, it's just 1 year, it's not 2 years. So not all MRes courses are 2 years. And how much is the fee per year? Those 2 schools, their tuition fee is £15,000 and their deposit is £5,000. Reach out to us and we'll give you more information about it. Thank you, Rally 26. Okay, any more question? Okay, Rally 26, you're welcome, you're welcome. So, having said all this, for those preparing to study the April-May intake, please start. You should have your documents ready, send it to us. You should have your degree certificate, your degree transcript. I'm listing out the documents you should have: your degree certificate, your degree transcript, your WAEC results. You should have your statement of purpose, well written. You should have your international passport, very important. You should have your reference letter, both work reference and academic reference if possible. Then you should have a well drafted CV. With these documents, you can put in application through us. So you send your documents to us, we review them and we suggest schools to you. So that is it for this topic, studying in the UK without breaking the bank. I still give room for questions if you have. And if you're asking my name, okay, my name is Chinedu Ede. I'm a counselor in Nexi. Okay, a question just came in, but Lincoln University has a 5K discount if you have 2-1. That's not okay, cheap side, or is it there's something else? Okay, yeah, you're right with your information, but there are other factors we consider before bringing out these schools. So, like I said, you can always reach out to us via DM and we are going to talk to you about it more. We know Lincoln University and their discounts, but just reach out to us and we'll talk to you about it more. Thank you very much. So, this is Nexi live session, always holds on Wednesday. And for Nexi Concept Limited, we have our branches in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, and Accra, Ghana. So all my Ghana brothers and sisters, you're not left out. So you can always reach out to us and we will attend to you. So I see there are no more questions, and if there are no questions, I will be ending the live shortly. So thank you. Okay, Okay, please, I have been in your DM since last week. Okay, don't worry, just hit us again, just send the message again, and we are going to attend to you, I'm sure. Can you share other expenses to expect aside deposits? For the sake of time, we might not be able to share other expenses, but the expenses you should be looking at is your visa fee and your IHS fee. Please send us a message in our DM and we are going to explain further. How do I reach out to you? Yes, just send us a message in our DM and you'll be directed to a counselor that will give you all the information. Thank you, Charlie Champion. Thank you. I am Adelani. Yeah, you can reach out to us and you're going to get the information you need. We are sorry, Aries Glam, for the delay, but please send your message again and a counselor will definitely reach out to you. Thank you very much. Welcome, Midday. You're joining late, but you can always watch this session again. So in the absence of no other question, I'm going to be ending this live, and thank you for joining. My name still remains Chinedu, and God willing, next week we'll be having an interesting session again. The topic will be posted very soon, so always look out for this space. Always look out for Nexi Concept Limited. We are your #1 study abroad agency, and if you have any challenge, we will be there to attend to you. Thank you very much. From me, from here, good afternoon. God bless you.